A former gay activist named Linda Wall says that she used to be gay and now she's cured. I'm going to bite my tongue. There's a lot I could say right now, but I'm not going to say it. So she said, I was saved through the wonder and the magic of Jesus Christ. Let's listen to her argument and her very telling radio interview on this topic.
So if you're not born with a gay gene, then you have to be seduced or lured into it, which is an epidemic, or I call it the runaway train in America. Because I was minding my own heterosexual college co-ed life when an older woman seduced me into it.
Now, how does that happen? I mean, tell me a little bit without too much detail, but...
Well, this is, way back 33 years ago or more, and she started flirting with me. Well, I just took it to be a friendship that she was trying to build with me. And then, because I was raised in rural Virginia, I had never met a homosexual, a person who claimed to be a homosexual. And then in time, I realized that there was more to this, and I was intrigued. And so under the influence of a glass of wine and marijuana, I decided one night to explore and try this.
Yep.
And it was as if it was an instant addiction as to a drug. And for 10 years almost, I wanted to get out of it and could not. And praise the Lord, I realized that if it could be done, it would be done by Jesus Christ, the one who had healed lepers and even raised the dead.
Yeah, praise the Lord. That's right.
Praise Jesus! Jesus got me off the bush. Goodness, I used to carpet munch all day long, and Jesus said, it's all right, honey. You ain't gonna carpet munch no more. She said, I talk about this like it's an epidemic in America, an epidemic of gay indoctrination. Or maybe there's a certain percentage of society that's gay, like in any society, and they act in accordance with their beliefs. It's like so nefarious to them, like it's recruiting for jihad. We could go out and go to a restaurant and relax, or me and Ted could stay here and Ted can blow me. Like it's some sort of nefarious thing. She called it an addiction. It's an addiction. If you're gay and you're having gay sex, you're just addicted. That's all it is. You're a straight person who's addicted to the same sex. How sad are these people? Look, all joking aside, self-haters, repressed self-haters who were briefly out of the closet and they ran back into the closet. In many ways, I feel bad for people like this because it's clear she comes from a society and a culture and a background where, like she said, when I grew up in whatever state it was, ain't nobody was gay. No, it's just everybody was gay was in the fucking closet because they were afraid if they came out, they would get beat the fuck up because of the intolerant, overly religious society. And they still have those remnants in their head where she's convinced herself it's wrong, it's immoral, it's unjust to be gay, and I would experimented for a while, and I loved it. It was so great, and there was wine and weed and bush in my face. But no, now I don't like it because Jesus Christ saved me. He saved me. He got me off of the vag. I can say that with certainty. She said, an older woman seduced her. An older woman seduced me to carpet munch. And I loved it. I was addicted to it. I mean, that's like me saying as a straight guy, I was just one of those days. I was away at college. I had a few drinks, smoked some weed. Next thing I know, Bob had his dick in my face, and I said, I must suck it. You want to know why that would never happen? Because it doesn't matter how much wine you give me. It doesn't matter how much weed you give me. It doesn't matter how much crank, crystal meth, fucking heroin, anything you give me. Here's going to be my response if Bob's dick is in my face. Bob, get your fucking dick out of my face. You want to know why? Because I'm not gay. I'm not gay, I'm not bi, I'm straight. That's my sexuality. By the same token, if you're presented with a situation where you want to fool around with the woman and you're a woman, you're either gay or bi. Now understand, it could be a situation where you are about 90% straight, but 10% of the time you're attracted to women. but that still means you're bi. It just means you lean heavily straight, but there's still a little piece of you that is bisexual. Sexuality is a spectrum. It's a nuanced thing. It's a complex thing. It's not on or off. It's a spectrum, and people fall, in certain places on the spectrum. But the idea that you treat homosexuality and gay sex and these feelings as if it's, of course, negative, and as if it's an addiction that you need to kick like a habit, like it's smoking, that's incredibly disrespectful to gay people, and it's demeaning to gay people, because there's nothing wrong with that lifestyle. It's just different. There's nothing immoral or unethical about it. That's just the garbage that's put in the holy books right next to the stuff about walking on water and talking to burning bushes. Okay, so when I hear stuff like this, part of me is sad for them, and I feel bad for them because they're living a lie, but the other part of me wants to get in their face and say, fuck you. Fuck you for making these poor gay people feel bad about who they are when there's no reason for them to feel bad about it. It's people like you that make people feel like there's something wrong when they're just being true to their own nature.